Hey kids, this is FNGR. Let's go to the comments section of How Not to Brony 17. Yes, never said that they weren't. I bring this up because me criticizing Josh's video isn't me saying Lily is Nito Mosquito. You don't have to go any further than my channel to see a plethora of critiques on Lily Pete's character. I would argue it's an exhaustive effort, but I put my name behind it. I've expressed why what I said, and I stand behind it, Mad Plushie.
Asshole!
You and my fans and the casual viewers who wandered their way onto this channel are free to disagree with that viewpoint. DrakeVagabond. Gather round, kids. This is Josh Scorcher's editor. He came to Limbo for a total of 2 days, give or take a few hours. He likes Dynasty Warriors. I like Dynasty Warriors. He's fun and outgoing, so you might ask, what the hell is he doing here? Are you here to gloat about how you finally found one of Josh's people that you can get along with? Well, that was the plan. Like, imagine the PR move FNGR befriends one of Josh Scorcher's editors, reach down and help the little guy get a super editor. DrakeVagabond is really obnoxious and talks over people. Now I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but this guy started giving me red cord flashbacks from the old Rift. And it's a shame. He's an intelligent, likable guy, but dear God is he an insufferable ass. Speaking of useful people pissing other people off, dear Dulcet Tones. I love you, you're amazing. I've been getting some grumbles from the local savages. You play Diablo 3, you edit, and you play Diablo 3. Like, dear God, you play Diablo motherfucking 3. That already puts you in my top shelf of fun people. Just please try and get along with people. I don't even know what you're doing besides leveling a monk and doing a better job than, say, Deckard Spade. Dear Brawny Buck and the Brawny Analysis community. Oh, that's right, kids, we're going there. In about a month or two, we're having one of these on Rion Rhino Mills. Believe me, that'll be fun. But I don't want to use all my bullets for that just yet. Dear Brawny and everyone involved in the Brawny Analysis community, thank you. Don't relax just yet, there's a damn good reason this is here and not on Analysis Daily. The channel that the contest is on is called Analysis Daily, it's for reviews and analysis. Now, your first video is well, fair, good, a little bit of humor goes a long way. This has been a personal struggle of mine since Season 4 before I had a voice to do anything about it. I've tried to make analysis more critical and thought-based, giving the core content a deeper look. Some, intentional or otherwise, have tried to turn the medium into a laugh track. Let me show you something. This is Voice of Reason, and I find him to be the most influential man in the fandom left. My example is going to be beyond relevant to all the people who cherry-pick their insight from places that they call pleasant. Here, give this a listen.
The only one who's noticed it. Pinkie Pie is Mel Blanc.
Interesting. You connect her many different personas and voice talents to the master of cartoon voices, Mel Blanc?
Absolutely. Mel Blanc was more than just a voice actor. One thing Mel Blanc loved to do was entertain children. He always loved to make the kids smile and make life more worthwhile. He always made time for people when he was out in public, and he loved to do it. Even going to children's hospitals to entertain children, having a positive effect on those in specific units.
If I saw a person smile, that to me was payment in itself. And if I could make them laugh when they had been very sad, it was great payment to me.
Thanks, Jennifer, for helping us tell the story.
Thank you, Bugs.
Oh.
Now, does that remind you of a certain pink poofy pony?
That's something profound, insightful. And of all the places I found it on, it was on Dr. Wolf's channel. Insight and knowledge comes in many forms, even the ones that you might not normally appreciate. And while I made my disdain for Dr. Wolf rather public and vocal, Does MLP Take After Its Comedic Influences More Than Disney is on Dr. Wolf's channel, and while a bit brief, and most certainly Voice of Reason's insight, it makes it no less influential. Back to Brawny and the analysis community. And part of this fault may lie with me making the voting 1 week long. Let me know if I put everyone under the gun because of that. Brawny, I hear from you all the time and how you talk about Buck to the Face isn't your favorite venue to express yourself. And yet, when challenged on a value named analysis, it was your default style that you chose to answer with. The word of the day, class, is called pretentious. It's when you think that you're too good to do something and do it anyways. Now you wait 1 minute right there, FNGR. That no good Kichi started it. She sure did. And she said several times, and I quote, her style and what she's good at is shitposting, goofing off, her comedy, it's her strength. It's what she's proud of. Well, if Brawny acted intelligent, he might have lost. What's more, it's not against the rules. It's absolutely not against the rules, which is why we're not addressing it on Analysis Daily. Imagine if you will, if Silver Quill wagged a plushie up and down and said vote for Kichi.
This wasn't condescending enough, now I'm going to pretend like this plushie is alive. Oh, and by the way, if you know who finds this, relax. I'm not making fun of you, I'm just teasing.
Your head would fucking explode. It would. Despite the obvious boon of attention and everyone involved would get, this isn't Sesame Street, and I want to be clear, I loved, of course you know this means war, as a fan of the content creator, but being critical, this isn't exactly the optimal direction now, Brawny. If you think your real talent is comedy, you can ignore everything I said here. But the trade-off is, in call from now on, stop lamenting on how buck to the face is beneath you, and you have so much more to teach. Dear Rion Rhino Mills, just a sample here. Since we both know you're going to give Manga Common the bird later, I'm just gonna hit you now. And on my behalf is my good friend, Ahab the Arab.
Thank you, ladies and germs. This is Ahab the Arab. Ryan. Ahem. Commentaries suck, raps suck, Eminem sucks, Rose Quartz and Hitler with both equal parts right. Caden's hair is prettier than yours. The only part of Bob that doesn't suck is the Turfy's girlfriend.
I can't breathe in this thing. Holy fuck. Why isn't anyone helping me? Honey, please, can't call an ambulance.
Feminism!
Cough at you, Rion Rhino Mills!
Ski Hound sucks, and most importantly all, Peanut Butter Gamer sucks. He fucking sucks, Ryan, you know this? To be a logical fact. He is a dirty SJW, he has no talent, and sponges off of MapHack's talent. From now on, you can now be called, from this day forward, as Roasted Ryan. Thank you for your time, and may the era of the sheiks live again.
Oopsie. Dear Sheldon. Sweet, sweet Sheldon. I bet you have no idea why you got your ass kicked and business is down. Let me walk you through it, honey. This is Josh Scorcher and MrEnter and Byter. Long ago, these guys had it out, or rather John and Josh had a debate with Byter, a debate Josh and John walked away from because they attempted to meet Byter on his terms. Here's a clip from the Mysterious MrEnter's channel.
Can we start over? I'd like if we could start over. I'll apologize for all past transgressions, real or imagined, if we can start over. Does that sound reasonable? Here's the beginning. There was one simple, solitary fact. I do not find you a good reviewer. Yes, that is my problem. I understand that. However, the thing is, I am not the only person with that problem. And don't say that it was my doing because people have thought that long before me. I suppose the best thing I could do is a Josh Scorcher style response video. No courtroom scenario, just me and your review and my problems with your review. In essence, we can call this a review of a review. I am allowed to do that, right? Good! And where did it truly start? The episode Too Many Pinkie Pies. Title says it all, really. Can't read the name of the episode and not be expecting lots of Pinkie Pie and or zaniness for the next 20 minutes. And it delivered. We got silliness, loads of Pinkie Pies, not only in numbers, but also being the protagonist central character of the episode. The story, tone, and main character burst with Pinkie silliness. So, I hear you say. Did you actually like it then, Byter? Simple answer, no. But this is what Pinkie Pie is all about. She's always been acting weird. Why don't you like it now? Well, to answer that, I'll have to not keep it so simple. But it's not like the prologue. We've returned to more serialized hijinks just like before. You like them? Well, that's sort of the problem here. It's all about the hijinks. Despite prior characterization, Pinkie seems, well, shallower or simpler than before. There's no real character arc here. We're going to need more context.
I was asking him, if we ever managed to get the Mysterious MrEnter onto a podcast, he wouldn't mind sitting in, ambushing him a little bit. And he said, yeah, sure, sounds like fun. Like, good. That's what I'd wanted. I'd want someone who would hate him. And I was like, I could probably get Ben to do it.
I honestly still think that the Mysterious MrEnter is not as bad as people think he is.
I think he's as bad as I think he is.
It's pretty bad, honestly.
The only thing that he really does wrong in my book is that he does overstate stuff a lot.
He's also a lying toe rag.
How's this? How so, Byter?
Back when my saga with him started, he went through the whole.
Had that.
Yeah, he produced loads of Phoenix Wright style things where he just sort of basically goes through each line of my thing and just basically says, "No, I don't hold this opinion," and I'm going. And often he misunderstood what I said, probably because he didn't understand most of the words. But anyway, I started leaving some comments on them, and he left some videos afterwards, "So I've been found out," and "Byter has returned again," or something like that. I can't remember the titles, but in them he talked about how, I've already discussed I've already tried to discuss things with Byter, which he hadn't. And Byter has banned me on his DA page. At the time of speaking, no, he hasn't commented on my thing. I haven't banned him, and I've only banned one person on my DA because that person was a freaking troll.
I thought, didn't he make a video apologizing to you, Byter?
Sort of. Very backhandedly, but we know all about that, don't we?
And in that one, he spent all of his time attacking my character and all the things he has picked up from his experiences from me, even though he hasn't even ever experienced me. He's read my reviews and didn't leave a single comment, and he even contrived to make up screenshots of "you would be banned on this page" when looking at my freaking reviews.
Now, Byter is enough of a contrarian to keep arguing until everyone else walks away. That's where John and Josh both blew that fight. More the mysterious MrEnter than Josh Scorcher. All John would have had to do was, "Here are my points, here's how I feel about the show, this is why I feel the way I do about the product, and you can choose to believe me, I'm my character, and have a nice day." Now Sheldon, that's what I did with you. As horribly flawed of a human being as all my haters, fans, and indifferent members of the Brawny fandom will be quick to point out, and why I might be a thorn in Josh Scorcher's side, and the side of many fans, that thorn comes with a place of sincerity. Everything I said in my last Town Not to Brawny video about Josh, I believe. I offered a different perspective when I heard a one-sided argument, and to be perfectly clear, I don't feel Lily Pete is a saint. My channel has more critical thought. I'm proud of those critical thoughts, and I hold them against the entirety of YouTube, and that all comes from sincerity. I told people, you told Josh Scorcher to kill himself. Shortly thereafter, you put out a video on Josh where you, Moliminous Owen, and Disposable Stooge 651, Jerky, Jakey, Jackie, yeah, that's his name, Jackie, suck each other off while shitting on Josh. This is the funny thing, Sheldon, I could put a link in this video instructing people to look at your work. I could tell my fans and the fans of YouTube that Sheldon's analysis, where he actually tries, is equal to the very best. I can say that and mean it, and the reason why you're not over, unlike Toon Critic's Cartoons character, is because you and your friends is such an insufferable circle jerk of cunts. See, a long time ago, class, this man gave me the advice that would lead me to make King of Limbo the podcast that it is today. It happened shortly after Give and Take's podcast. That it's respect and not a juvenile circle jerk that would better suit me in the long run. I would argue that path has taken me at least twice as much effort, but ultimately, when I make videos like this one, between goofing off and a healthy bit of propaganda and my own personal slant, I tend to say what I mean. I might be a little dry at times, and I might be against the grain, but in the overall narrative, I care about the community. And much like Byter's deconstruction videos, that he's told me himself, he does those to amuse himself. You do your commentaries only to amuse yourself. So when people get to your channel and see a hunchback buffoon blowing himself, if they don't like that very narrow niche, there's no amount of links or annotations or lip service that's going to help your channel grow. You might suggest I poison the well, but when you left so many open canisters of nerve toxins laying around so lackadaisically, what's a guy like me to do?
Speaking of white males, I'm here with Faith Moliminous, Owen, and Corpulent.
This is really how you're gonna do the intro?
And today, we're gonna be watching Putting Your Hoof Down review, featuring MrEnter by Josh Scorcher. As a bunch of privileged white males, I think that this video is gonna be good. It's gonna be a great video and I'm gonna love it. And it's made by other white males, so that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it has to be good.
Because I'm very racist and I only like things that white people produce. So
if it ain't white, it ain't right.
That's
Is this
right.
video supposed to load?
That's why my name is White Griffin, unlike that heathen Black Griffin.
Black Griffin. That's quite a racist name, isn't it? Like he's putting emphasis on black.
White.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, dude.
I always find that hilarious.
Like he's a white man. Look. He's not part of the oppressed minority, right? He shouldn't be using black in his name for that very reason.
It's cultural appropriation.
It kind of is, isn't
Plus,
it?
he's doing like R&B and stuff, and he's he's very abstract. So
very racist guy. Terrible, deplorable. Yeah. I guess let's get the show on the road. Let's do it.
I work long and hard to do nice things occasionally, so I can be a bastard here and there. It's like eating your vegetables so you can have a little bit of ice cream after dinner. Your channel is nothing but ice cream, and when you open your mouth, it's sepsis-induced, cavity-infected gum rot. It's empty calories and it smells. And the ice cream isn't even all that good. Fuck you and have a nice day. See, some of you guys might remember Green Gun Ninja, however that's said, who got thrown out of Tyandega's channel for running around and acting like a tool.
You're right, I was really disrespectful. I was just trying to prove a point. I guess I got a little jealous. If Jesus saw me, what would he say? He died on the cross for me, a disrespectful faggot who only cares for himself. I'm sorry for coming to your comments and being disrespectful, but I really do have autism.
This special one-of-a-kind snowflake has decided to busy himself with a new channel. Nothing but the best as he's moved on to Quill Stroke, now resorting to using multiple accounts to be a pain in the ass. I'll leave it to my highly educated audience if you think this guy is d or not. Let's have a listen.
I've tried biting my tongue for a while now, but I'm starting to feel ignored and excluded.
Who are you?
The dude who commented on every one of your fucking live stream. I'm the randomizer. I have 2 accounts.
Okay, you're upset why?
I thought I told you this already. I felt like you guys were ignoring me.
Afraid not.
I'm sorry.
I'm not ignoring my fans. If I don't respond to a comment on one of my videos, it's because I felt like I had nothing to say or add.
I understand. So, what's it like being an alicorn?
I'm not an alicorn. I'm a peggycorn. I had a video up explaining it, but I accidentally deleted it. I'm going to be redoing it soon.
Okay, cool. I'm assuming that means you were born a Pegasus?
No, my mother was a unicorn and my father was a Pegasus. Like I said, I had a video explaining it in a scientific way, but I accidentally deleted it.
Okay, I think I got it. But just in case, tell me the whole thing over again, I wasn't listening.
Why, you can read it.
LOL, I was quoting Emmett from the Lego movie.
Never seen it.
Okay, that's just sad.
How is it sad? I've never had any interest in the movie. I never really played with Legos as a kid, so no childhood connection.
Okay, good luck with your financial shit or whatever.
Excuse you?
Yeah, I'm going to stop this before someone fires off a shot they shouldn't. I've been in her live streams too, and in Skype calls at the same time, and my comments were not seen because of a problem with Twitch. They literally were not showing up in the chat. But if you're going to be rude and leave comments like that, we won't be the only ones ignoring you. And before you try saying that I'm not part of this, I'm part of the channel. So yes, it is my business.
What did my sweet older brother ever do to you? From what I've seen, he's given you lots of support on your channel. And now look at him, lying in the corner crying, because of you.
He disrespected me on my channel. He's not sweet. Good luck with your financial shit or whatever. Excuse me? And I do not appreciate you coming to my comment section and yelling at my best friend and co-host.
Darling, he was referring to the GoFundMe page you set up because you needed money. He wasn't trying to be disrespectful at all. It was meant as a compliment.
That was no compliment. If he wanted it to be a compliment, he could have said it differently. Not the way he did. The tone was anything but respectful.
I think you're missing the point here. He was trying to be nice. He just has a hard time understanding this thing because he has autism. He was trying to be supportive.
His autism is no excuse to me, sweetie. So try again. If you and everyone around him keep making excuses for him and blaming his autism for his mistakes, he will never grow as a person.
Say that one more time.
You heard me. His autism is no excuse for his behavior.
I'm gonna light my hand on fire and start running towards you. You're lucky it's just me. My brother has far more powers than just fire.
You serious? You're going to roleplay to prove a point. How mature.
And yes, I'm serious. This is how it works on Family Guy. Two of the characters get into an argument, have a badass fight, and then after it's all over, they realize how much they've hurt each other. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry for yelling at Nova. And I'm also sorry my brother offended you. You probably don't want randomizers showing his face around here anymore, so I just want you to end on good terms.
You do realize this isn't a fucking cartoon. This is the real world where I give no fucks about whether or not I hurt your feelings. I will not apologize, for I have done nothing wrong.
What the fuck? I thought you guys were gonna be way more forgiving and tolerant. I'm beginning to see why Shark Discusses left the fandom.